Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com. Today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Kora Pendant. This is going to be the 18-1602. This is the larger size of the Kora pendants. This is the one that's coming in at 17.8 inches in diameter at the bottom. There's a smaller one that's coming in just above 9 inches. Check them both out. Make sure you get the one that is right for you. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself, and that's going to be independent of this. Coming in at 19.8 inches high. Diameter, like I said, is 17.8. And then this is only 9.7 pounds. It's not very heavy, which is great. It's just going to hang from a normal 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have on your ceiling, so it's good to know. And it's going to have a canopy up on the ceiling that's 5.5 inches in diameter, so it's going to cover that just fine. It's slope ceiling adaptable already to 45 degrees. So if you're in a situation where you're dealing with a slope ceiling, there's going to be a knuckle at the top of one of these that's going to allow it to be slope ceiling adaptable already. No customization needed. And then you're going to notice there's a pull down menu, 2 of them. One is going to say choose a finish for the fixture, choose a finish for the accent. So when you look at the bottom of this, just over that glass, you're going to notice you've got these kind of conical things going up, and there's going to be a taller one. That's going to be your accent. A lot of people are going to do that in probably a contrasting finish, but you don't have to. It's going to really be up to you. You get to play designer. And the glass on this is going to be a very heavy, thick, clear glass down at the bottom. That is 17.8 inches in diameter by 6.2 inches tall. I want to show you a little bit more information about a lot of this stuff, and how we're going to do it is to look at the installations instructions now. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, which is going to be the fixture. It's going to show you the glass, the canopy, the bracket that goes onto this, your junction box. But it's also going to show you some of these pipes, and you're going to see that you're going to be getting 3 of the 12-inch, 1 of the 6-inch, and 1 of the 3-inch to start off. And that's going to give you a pretty good overall height. So it's going to be as short as 25 inches. That's inclusive of these at its shortest, and you can go all the way to 67 inches at its longer. But this is going to ship with 8 feet of wire, so if you need to go beyond that 67 inches, you can email us to get additional kits to get you to that 8 feet. And additional kits are going to have 112, 16, and 13. Just kind of keep that in mind. You can just email me to get a quote on that. If you need it to go beyond 8 feet, and you need this to come down from like a 2nd story, we do custom lengths, so you can just tell me what you're looking for and I can get a quote on that for you as well. So when you look at that installations instructions, you're going to notice there's a chart there. The same chart should be on the page for this that you're looking at for this fixture. That chart is going to show you which combinations of which of these rods you're going to use to get to the overall heights that they have listed there, so just keep that in mind. And what I would do is I would probably put a blanket down when I'm putting this together. I'm going to decide which of those little parts I need, lay them out in the line with the canopy at the end. You're going to feed the wires through those little parts one by one. So this is a, what do you call this? A connector. So a little threaded connector that puts these together, and it just goes into the end. So you're going to go through a connector, through a pipe, through a connector, through a pipe, and you're going to exit that canopy, and then you're just going to screw these together, and they go together really fast and really tight. So you'll notice when I put this together, you can barely even see a line. It's super clean. The engineering from Hubbardton Forge is really good. And once you put it up, you can put your glass in, and then you can put your bulb in, and that takes us to bulbs. So when we talk about bulbs, it's going to be using an E26 screw-in socket, just a regular one. We all grew up with this. Recommended bulb is going to be with this guy, which is an A19. Everybody knows this bulb because that's been around forever. If you want to stick with an incandescent like this one, you can go up to 100 watts. It's going to be up to you. I don't think this is going to be the prettiest bulb, these white bulbs, to use. I would probably use something else. And I would use LEDs to begin with. So here's some LEDs. These are the old school, the first ones that came out. Again, don't think this would be something I want to look at through clear glass, but I think this would be a better choice. So these are these phosphorus clear LEDs that are out in the market now. Wherever you can find this LED, you can find this one. So don't worry about being able to find these. Every grocery store, every drugstore, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, True Value, they all carry these bulbs, as well as online. Amazon, obviously, you can get it there too. And you can get these in all kinds of different ways. So they're going to offer these to you in a 40 watt equivalent, a 60 watt equivalent, 75 watt equivalent. If you want to get a lot of light out of this fixture, you can get this in a 100 watt equivalent, and that would be fine. The color of the light, that's going to be offered to you as well. So the color temperature is called Kelvin, and they're going to offer these to you in 2700 Kelvin. They're going to offer these, and that's going to be a yellow light, like a setting sun. They're also going to offer these to you in something called daylight. Be careful of that one. We talk about it in all these videos. That one is going to be a bluish white light, like an overcast day. Convenience store lighting, that is 4000 Kelvin on the Kelvin scale. They are also going to offer you a third option, and that's going to be warm white, soft white, and that is 3000 Kelvin. That's what we use here. That's what you see on this table from these 3000 Kelvin bulbs just above us. So that's what we would use. I would get a dimmable version of the bulb in any event. That would be a good thing to do. You're going to notice Hubbardton also is offering kind of specialty canopies on these things. So we have these linear canopies. They're going to allow you to drop 3 of these and only use a single junction box in the middle. That would be, you know, if you're putting this over a dining room table and you don't want to put in and lock yourself into putting in 3 junction boxes, you'd be able to drop 3 of these from here. It's also a circular one that's going to allow you to drop 3 as well, and people will stagger those. I think those look good in stairways and places like that. So those are just little options for you. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your setting, in your room, email us a picture. So email us a picture of the fixture. Tell me the overall height you're kind of trying to achieve would be a good thing. I can take our powerful AI tools. I can take this fixture, put it into your room setting, send you back a full color rendering of what this is going to look like in your room. It doesn't cost you a thing. It's a perfect thing to do. You definitely want to take advantage of that. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. On those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.